This is Trent Nelson, and I am going to be reading an excerpt from my book, The 7 Doors of True Healing. This is available at my website, www.lulu.com/Trent Inspires. That's www.LULU.com/TRENTINSPIRES. This is the 7 Doors of True Healing. This is the chapter 3, door 3, the approval-disapproval syndrome. When you were born into this world, you were unable to assist yourself in doing any of the things that it would take to keep yourself alive. You were unable to feed and clothe yourself or provide for yourself. You were unable to walk or travel anywhere or do anything that would ensure your independence. If you were lucky, there were people around you to take care of you and help you to grow. Because you were unable to do any of the nurturing and growing yourself, you became dependent on the people around you as the source of your life and nourishment and growth. You were dependent on parents or some form of family in order to make it in the world. You needed your mother for milk or someone to give you a bottle in order to provide you with nourishment. You needed your father to provide a roof over your head or income or any of the other combinations that may have been in place involving the need for people around you to assist you in living. This is one reason that most people walking around on the planet are what I refer to as big kids. And I certainly don't propose to have adulthood mastered myself. People grow, but still have incomplete traumas and misunderstandings that are stored in their consciousness and in their body as cellular memory, which causes them to think, feel, and behave in ways that they did in the past. Many of you have yet to outgrow this tendency of needing other people for your survival, which is all right, and I'll give you an example of how the approval-disapproval syndrome manifests in life through a personal example of my own. Growing up, I was one of the youngest in the family of 5. I had and still have 2 parents, 1 older brother and 1 older sister. Being the youngest, I would often find myself the center of attention, the one who would always be trying to make jokes and be trying to impress my family to get attention. This carried over into my school years, and I tended to gravitate towards dancing, singing, acting, or anything else that would get me the attention I craved. If my acting good failed to achieve the attention needs I had, and believe me, there were many if you'd ask my family, I would act out and look for disapproval from the world around me or from my family. I remember being in my high school in my hometown where I played the trumpet. One day there was auditions for one of the highly coveted top-seated positions in the trumpet section of the band. Unhappy about my position, I began to purposely play louder and more obnoxiously than anyone else around me, to the dismay of the other students in the room. Except for my very rebellious friends who thought that it was hilarious. It even got to the point where one day I was playing so out of harmony with the other students that the teacher had to stop class and instruct me to play my instrument as loud as I possibly could in an attempt to somehow embarrass me into stopping. All the students were staring at me, and even though I was embarrassed, I liked the attention. I liked the disapproval because it felt to me as though I were being nourished by the experience of the attention, whether it was good attention or negative attention. The class was not happy with me, but it felt like I couldn't help myself. I was caught in the throes of the approval-disapproval syndrome and needed my nourishment, my attention, no matter what the outcome was for anybody else. Luckily, there's a way to change this pattern of needing the attention and approval or disapproval. The first step, as it is with identifying and changing anything, is that you need to become aware of how this syndrome plays out in your life, and you need to recognize if you have the approval or disapproval syndrome affecting you. This is an excerpt from my book, The 7 Doors of True Healing, written by Trent Nelson. This is Door 3, The Approval or Disapproval Syndrome. This book is available at my website, www.lulu.com/TRENTINSPIRES. That's www.lulu.com/Trent Inspires. Thank you for watching.